Welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. I'm Carolyn McDonald, and I'm here with Thuan Mozart to talk about his film, The Mangold of All Brazils. Let's take a look at a clip. Thuan, welcome. How are you today?
Oh, I'm fine. It's a pleasure to be here in US doing my premiere with my short film and talk with you too.
Oh, we're excited to have you. It's a really beautiful lyrical film. Tell me about the origins of it. What was your inspiration for the film?
Okay, me and the other director, we are both degree in anthropology, and we really like the books of this writer Josué de Castro. This Brazilian famous writers it was two Nobel Peace Prize. It's one of the greatest writers in Brazil, and he talks about how the mangrove environment helps to build the identity of the people who lives in that place. And we saw different mangrove in Brazil, in our city, and we think about how this culture have difference now, right now, and how the global culture with the smartphone, with the social media, change that local culture or not, and that's our challenge to film this film.
Mm-hmm. It's such a beautiful, visually stunning film, but I have to your point just now, one of my favorite moments in the film was when the guy was in the water and with the crabs and pulls out his cell phone to do a selfie, and it just was so different from everything going on up until that moment. You know, can you talk about how you came across this particular location that you shot the film and the people in the village?
Yes, we have to separate so many problems that we have, and we have problems with the environment. The mangrove is so difficult to film, and almost we need help with the characters. The characters help us to helping with the camera, to hanging another stuffs, and the characters are really help the film team to do these shots. And for me, it's funny for you to say that, because we choose different profiles. Crab collectors, and these two guys are the most funny guys, are the drunkest guy, and they go into the mangrove a little bit late, and the water in the mangrove it's up, and that's why they have to take the stuffs in with this position.
Right. I mean, it was so fascinating to see this journey, and it was so beautiful. Like, when I first turned the film on, I wasn't sure if it was a narrative or a documentary, and it really kind of blurs lines because you have such rich characters and the world is so beautiful, it was like I was visiting there myself. You just took me on a journey, you know. So can you talk about what it was like for you to be there? Was it the first time? How did you find out about this particular location, and was it your first time there?
No. Me and the other director have so many so many. We have a relationship with that place that was from for a long time ago. The other director lives in that place.
Oh, really?
And that helped us to find the characters and to see this environment with a different look. And we talk with the characters, and we saw for hands that we need they to guide the film. We need to film our routine as we didn't in that place. We are and that's it's a really difficult because the environment, because we are really close for these people, but I think we have a nice job.
Yeah, you did a beautiful, beautiful job. And so, what was it? What things did you learn during the process of making the film?
Oh, I learned a lot of things. One of them is I think is the most important. It's the budget.
The budget.
don't cross the budget. Don't spend a lot. And we in Brazil and the other countries we doing film and short films with a little small budget. And this film are made with $5,000, and it's really hard for do all these stuffs. We need a team that are very organized and
organized and professional. I
yes,
would imagine.
yes, and yes.
To be out there in this new, different kind of environment.
Yes, yes.
How long did it take you to shoot the film?
We shoot the film in 6 days.
6 days?
Yes, only 6 days. Our DOP is Luis Abramo. It's a famous director, film director, DOP.
Director of photography.
Director of photography in Brazil. He's almost doing films whose premiere in Cannes and other stuff. And he's an old guy than mine. He's have a lot of experience, and that needs to help me and the other director that we are very young to do the correct things. And
what was it like for him to be out there in this new world?
Oh, I think for him it's really cool because he liked the nature. And that is, we have to put all in the film process. We don't have the chance to. I don't like this environment because there is the mangrove going to all over your body. You have to across this.
The crabs.
And have to see the crabs. Crabs are bite you, and have to across all of these things to film it.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And I noticed while I was watching the different kinds of crabs, the blue one and the red, you could really tell the difference. So aside from the budget, what you learned, what are the things about the crab, the mangrove that you learned that you took away with you?
I think the most important is the similarities that Josué de Castro is showing in his book that compares the crabs and the people who lives in mangroves and why. And he says that peoples and the crabs live in a full circle, that the people collecting the crabs, eating the crabs, and having our stuff and our things to come back to the mangrove.
Right.
And the mangrove are eating that parts, and that's the whole circle.
The cycle. The people eating the crabs are going back and they're eating the crabs. Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes. And I think that's the most part in the film, and that's the part that we need to show to the world, how this whole circle are continue to the process, even with the social media, even the global culture and every stuff's in this local culture. And for me, that's really beautiful to saw people to eating crabs and crabs eating the stuffs that the people eats. And that's
And
nice.
all one, you know, that's a really, really wonderful theme. Yeah, you could see that, you know, there was so much rich detail of people and just capturing the details as you did of this life, you know. What were some of your favorite moments that you were out there that you learned the most from, and the people that you may have learned the most from? I love the kids myself personally.
I really love this part. I really love this part, the kids, because I think we catch the perspective with the camera shots and how these kids are joking with this environment, and we saw that the kids are fishing the crabs with different way. It's more than a it's similar than a joking, but it's fishing too, and that's nice to see how this culture are really in turn that people and that culture borns are really earning born with the people.
Right, in the blue crab moment.
Yes, the blue crab moment, and that's the blue crab are really really rare in Brazil, and that's one of the difficult moments because we saw the crab and the kids are fishing the crab, but the crab are going to extinct, and we have to talk with the kids. Oh, come on!
Come on, we need this.
Take a chance for the crab. They need to continue the circle, and the kids. Oh, okay.
Got it,
but there is, and I really like that part. I really like the kids part, and that for me, I like the one part that Marino takes a shower in his bathroom, and his bathroom is really inside in the mangrove.
Wow, yeah.
your house it's inside in the mangrove. It's all there. Yes.
And to interact, I mean, one of the reasons I love the kids so much is because I grew up on a farm, and I knew, looking at them, one was probably 6 or maybe 8. They were like, they're little kids, and they just had such agency in their lives, and they were fearless, and they just created things, and just like you said, they had a whole new approach to, I'm gonna bottle, I'm gonna, do it this way. Everybody else was doing it one way, and they created their own way, and it was just really beautiful to see that. It's rare. We don't see children, first of all, have that kind of freedom, but just innovation and agency about their lives. Can you talk more about that?
Yes. You are really correct about that. When we saw these kids, we think that they are really creative kids. We are really como é que se fala? Instigante? Sorry. Instigated kids. And we didn't the truth that we didn't directing the kids. The kids directing us. And the kids are going and have this own jokes and are all the three are all brothers and sisters. And
really?
We are really family, and the kids. I think when these kids have this so much freedom and this environment, for me it's so natural for these kids to doing the regular stuff, using cell phones, using social media, saw TV, but these kids have the chance to live his lives in a different way, in a different perspective. Definitely. And I think that's really it's really cool.
Very cool. Very cool. I mean, to be in nature, you know, to learn firsthand what nature is, and to just like you said, they were directing you. You know, it's they're doing their thing and doing it. You know, really having that freedom to create. You know, and exercise courage. You know, in this environment, it was so special. It really touched my heart and inspired me to see the kids in the film. It really did. And so, how did this film influence you as a filmmaker? You know, some of the things you learned talking to your crew. You know, being out there. How did that this project influence you as a filmmaker?
Oh, I think today I have some different perspective with my directing process. I think today I think that things that there is in the film, but I need me and the other director. We now in our next film we are doing more than our perspective in the film. We need to talking in the front of the cameras. We have to talk to the people not how, but why we are doing this film, why this team, why this subject, it's really important for us. And I think that's a good process, because, and I think that process became with us with our degree in anthropology. The anthropology process are really similar with that. And when we start on ethnography, we always almost to tell why you are studying that,
yeah.
why these things are so important for you. And I think that's really important when you're doing a film, because I think it's more sincere. I think it's more sincere with the public and with the characters. And I think we put a lot of our characters in a lot of our stuffs in these films, me and the other director. But today we are thinking and that and I should to do more that part, to do more this anthropology concept in my films. And there is.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's really great. That's really, really great. And the other thing too about that sort of adds to that, but not was it a grandmother or more matriarch, older woman at the end when she talks about the different kinds of crabs?
Oh, yo, that's it's a beautiful part too. That woman, it's like she was a regional group. It's like Quilombo. Quilombo, it's a place when Brazil, in the past, when Brazil having the slavery, the black people are organized and fighting with the slavery. And some black people continues, they live with isolate. Separate with the other society. And that grandmother that are quilombola are came for that place. And that she tells, I raise my kids with crabs, with fishing, with things that I take with this environment. And that's the mother of one of the crabbers. It's not the whole crabs are family.
Right.
Are different types or different groups of families in this neighborhood. And there is I think it's really important, because almost time these quilombolas persons, these people who has natural culture or have this Brazilian African culture, almost know how they important the knowledge that they have. You understand?
Yes.
And when she talks some things, I answer for that. Oh, you are talking things about ecology. You are talking about really complex concepts, but these concepts are in your life. You are just living that in that way, and for me, it's really for really shocking to saw a person that really knows to read, but have a so much intelligence with other stuff, with the environment, with how to live in that place, with destruction that environment.
Exactly, and she was the almost the voice of the place, and that's why I asked the question right at that moment, because as you're talking about anthropology and going into communities and worlds and villages, to have that person that had that perspective for so long, like you said, the history, and now to the children, you had the children on one hand, and then you had her at the other hand. That was just really wonderful.
It's the whole circle.
Yes, the whole circle. Really wonderful. So tell us, what can we see from you next? Do you have another idea, or should we be looking out for your next film, or where you're going to be, what kind of villages or cities that you'll be telling stories?
Now I almost film my future documentary in my own company. The films is really good. The films talks about two different religions group in Brazil.
Wow.
Are the African religions, the Candomblé, and the Christian religions. And in Brazil, we have the Christians, the Christian people are going to the church. The people are going to the church are almost black. I think it's similar in the U.S. But these black peoples doing our religion stuff in a different way, as compared with the European or as compared with the white people, because these people in Brazil, when read the Bible, they take the culture, our culture backgrounds, and using together. You understand?
Oh, I do apply it to
yes,
what they're reading.
And the synopsis is like, we have a tree, a sacred tree, that's really important for two different type of religions. And these two type of religions, people are fighting.
Wow.
And not only in this village, in this small village, but fighting in Brazil, all Brazil, are fighting in political scenario. And that's really important to do this film, because it's a small village. It's a neighborhood troubles. It's like, but that film, I think, talks about a big problem. Do you know?
I understand. It's a microcosm.
Yes, it's a microcosm.
Yes,
and that's one of the other concepts that I use in the bioanthropology. And for me, that is, we take these two different religion groups that's almost fighting, and show how these two groups are really similar. And I think that's really different kind to perspective to film this subject in Brazil.
Well, that sounds great. I look forward to seeing that one. Everybody, I'm sure, looks forward to seeing that. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Can you tell us where we can follow you on social media or web, anywhere we can just look out for you to see more about what you're doing?
Please follow me in my Instagram, Thuan Mozart, and in my Instagram company, it's Man of a Color Films.
What was that again?
Man with Color Films.
Man with Color, okay.
But it's a translate. In Portuguese is like, sorry, in Portuguese is like Homem de Cor Films.
Okay.
But I think it's more easy in my personal Instagram, Thuan Mozart.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much for being here today with us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.